we stand very normally, but if you go up north, there's always this.
they're like जानता है मेरा बाप कौन है
there's
type.
and there's always a chin up. क्या हो गया?
Never have I ever spilled someone else's secret on purpose.
Oh, I have. I love Diljit Dosanjh. Like,
Who doesn't?
so much
Diljit
fun.
Paji. Never have I ever lied about my relationship status to avoid questions in interviews. ये किसने डाला? Plus your chemistry with Parineeti is also so crackling.
Yeah.
I mean,
terrific.
yeah.
So I was very against her in the film. This temple doesn't exist, it's a set. जब आलिया भट्ट ने 2 states sign की थी, तो there was absolute disdain and hatred for her signing this film. Balki sir said that one line to me and I showed him my tattoo, which is माँ. मैं कितने लोगों से मिला हूँ, कितने मर्दों से मिला हूँ जो हमें कहते हैं पिक्चर अच्छी भी लगी और आपने क्यों कर दिया, अब हमको घर जाके बर्तन साफ करने लगे. That introduction only, I don't have a dialogue in my introduction. फुटबॉल मैच होगा चेल्सी का या आर्सेनल का. चेल्सी का फुटबॉल मैच वो देखता है, आर्सेनल का मैच मैं देखता हूँ, उनकी मैसेज each other. Sending memes to each other on DM.
Do they send memes to each other?
Of course, everybody does. Yeah. So, I think the most fun I had on a film set is Gunday because it was just we were living the dream. Aditya Chopra was spending shitloads of money for us to pretend to be gangsters. Like, अभी देखा नहीं तूने? मैं आँख का तूफान हूँ. एक तो गलत और कर. 1, 2, 3. ए माउशी जी का.
Ishaqzaade bane और फिर गुंडे. But throughout it all, he had his heart at the right place. Industry का best दोस्त, he is the one who introduced us to a roast. अब तो comeback भी हो गया है as the meanest, newest baddie in town और इसमें नहीं कोई भी शंका. Boys and girls, please make some noise for Danger Lanka.
Nice. आपकी शायरी इस महफिल में कमाल की थी.
Thank you. I'm inspired.
अर्ज किया है.
अर्ज किया है. Welcome to Mashable Mehfil, Arjun.
Thank you.
Or should I say Arjun 2.0?
You can say what you want. As long as you're saying it about me, I'm happy.
No, but seriously, thank you so much for
Thank you
being
for
here.
having me. मैंने off camera बोला था, आप अभी use कर सकते हो on record. I see the show all the time. Thank you for coming, all of you are leaving your desk and coming here for me. It's like bunking college, na? You go to the canteen. This is like bunking work and showing up. अब देखते हैं क्या बोलेगा, कैसे entertain करेगा. It's better than typing that email and sending. हाँ, वैसे भी 6 बजने वाले, we can bounce out.
But how does it feel? Are you on cloud 9?
Definitely. I think I was numb the first day because sometimes, it's a bit tough to believe. But then the calls started coming in, the messages started coming in, the numbers came in. The reactions from social media came in. Meeting people I went, that was Diwali night, to step out with my friends. And I could sense an energy around me. So I think today, what we're sitting 15 days, almost 2 weeks down. It just feels so, it's like a release of a lot of built up, pent up energy inside because that's all an actor wants. You just want to connect with the audience and entertain them at the end of the day. 100 बात की एक बात है यार. आप मुझे याद करते हो because मैं अच्छा काम करता हूँ. बाकी सब is all paraphernalia that comes with it, So if you like my work, you're going to be more interested in watching my next work, and that's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted to reconnect with all of you all, and I think that happiness is all about, okay, I've got that chance again to maybe connect with all of them on a longer level again, because 12 years, you connect, you disconnect, you wonder, and times were the industry in general, films, etc.
It's been a journey, of course.
Yeah, so today I just feel like there's a new energy within me. Cloud 9 ke saath saath, I think I feel vindicated that the audience still has love for me, and I want to repay that.
Of course, we love you, and obviously that energy you are speaking about, it has translated so well. आप fate, kismat, luck, इस सब में believe करते हैं. I know you are a true blue Cancerian. I see those cancer memes.
Yeah, how do I explain it? I believe in destiny. And I do believe what happens is when the time is right, things happen to you. So you can work very hard and then it's like compounding interest. It pays dividends later in life. Yeah. So you just got to keep going. Now, whether that's destiny, whether that's timing, whether that's so many things that align. And timing is everything in our profession,
Absolutely.
And luck is created by the hard work that you do. So today, if things maybe fall into place for me, there is a certain amount of hard work that I did over these years that maybe was not panning out at that moment, but I still kept going.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's an energy, and what happens is energy shifts. There's things that happen around you. You're supposed to go through phases, you're supposed to learn out of them.
Yeah.
You have to go through the ups and downs to realize. So what I can say is, yes, I do believe in all that because I wouldn't be here without it. I wanted to be a director. I wanted to make films, and then I started losing weight, and then I got the confidence to go and audition, and the rest is history. I got lucky.
Yeah.
But then again, was I lucky? Was it meant to be? Did I work hard enough and all that in trying to get to whatever degree of my craft with Ishaqzaade that I got that film? Was it just luck that people accepted me? I think it was my hard work that you guys enjoyed because मैं Parma हूँ नहीं. I don't stand as a कुछ नहीं होता दद्दा देख लेंगे. So there is acting involved in that. But yeah, it is my destiny that I was meant to make my debut with a film like Ishaqzaade versus at one point there was a film called Virus Diwan in which I was supposed to make my debut.
Right.
That was announced before. How would have that panned out? I don't know. So it's
Also,
like
luck
those,
is, when perseverance meets preparation.
Exactly, yeah. So it's like these sliding doors moments happen, what if this, what if that, but you just got to keep going.
Absolutely.
And then at some point things align for you.
काफी heavy बातें होगी, अब थोड़ा fun करते हैं, ठीक है? So what I'll do is I'll read out the questions for you.
Don't want to become a topic of conversation for wrong things now. I've just about hit the right spot.
These are all fun, like all scandal-free questions, I can assure you.
But I have to answer all of them. Okay,
And I would appreciate if you answer them honestly.
That is up to me.
ठीक है, done. हाँ.
दो हैं इसमें.
हाँ, ठीक है, एक लेती हूँ मैं. Never have I ever spilled someone else's secret on purpose.
Oh, I have. my best friend who will be watching this, I'm sure, when he's doom scrolling late at night before going to bed, Kunal Rawal will, if I'd said never, he would have abused me. So he now is happily married, and I still reveal secrets of his life to his wife and put him in a spot of honor.
That's what best friends are for.
I really enjoy doing that. Yeah, I really enjoy doing that.
Amazing. Let's go for the next.
But it's very specifically to him.
Best friends, yeah. Never have I ever sent a late night text to a friend. 3 AM friend.
Have you generalized that question and made it PG-13? That
question? Yes, I have. I was quickly thinking on my feet.
Were you about to say booty call?
No, it was like a late night text to an ex.
Oh, yeah, I have.
चलो.
इधर कौन है वो झूठा जो बोल रहा है कि कभी एक्स को मैसेज नहीं किया?
That's true.
कौन बोलेगा?
कोई नहीं. Come on, let's go for the other. Never have I ever faked a smile at an award show just for the camera. Because अजीब से jump cuts लगाते हैं.
No, because unfortunately we come when there's something else going on, so you end up it's the timings and also we have. I mean,
कभी ऐसा कोई funny story हुआ like the camera has caught you at the wrong time?
I think the only thing was Ranveer and me were hosting IFA, and the show went on till like 2 in the morning in Malaysia, and eventually what you see is a much more refined cut. I think by the end, we had to redo a lot of the lines because we had also lost our equilibrium by the end of it. So it's not like you get caught by the cameras. We had just gone off script and we were having a blast. People enjoyed it.
Which is the best kind of award show.
Yeah, but we had to curb it down for the edit finally, So that's,
the enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Got it. Never have I been ever caught stalking someone on Instagram. Do you stalk?
I mean, I've never been caught. If that makes sense.
Who do you like stalking?
So it's
on
like
Instagram?
an in-between.
Yeah.
I love Diljit Dosanjh. Like,
who doesn't? Diljit Paji.
It's so much fun because his content is just either he's cooking something or then he's suddenly the most well-dressed man in the world. There's no in-between with him. Either he's celebrating our culture and dancing and making merry across the world representing India, or then he's just chilling in his private plane. So he's just doing his own thing. Yeah. I love Diljit. Who else do I? Yeah, that's about it right now. Can't name the others.
Oh. Never have I ever stolen anything from a movie set.
I'm not stolen, but I do try and take stuff
like
so from Ishaqzaade I was wearing Parma ka P वो था, तो वो मैंने रख लिया था. Finding Fanny में एक shirt थी, jeans भी थी, वो रख ली थी. I was wearing the same jeans through the film, then I kept them. From most films, you try and take one piece of memorabilia if you can, not every film. But have I stolen? I don't know. Sometimes you know, it's very interesting when you're shooting for a film, the clothes you wear, they start fitting you much better because you repeat them. Like jeans especially. Or it's really tough sometimes to find nice plain t-shirts and all.
Like a nice
like,
crisp
yeah, so
white
like
tee.
a nice t-shirt.
Yeah.
So then you're like, acha ye fit aata hai, body ko aadat ho gayi, ye wala le lo. So I think producer can forgive a t-shirt or two with a pair of jeans.
True. Never have I ever lied about my relationship status to avoid questions in interviews. ये किसने डाला? At the right time.
नहीं again.
Got it. Okay,
नहीं again.
Okay, let's go for the last one. Never have I ever tried to get my sibling or cousin to cover for me when I snuck out at night.
No, Anshula was too young. And thankfully, I used to be quite open about what I'm up to in life, so I didn't have to do that.
Sure. Plus, you're the big brother.
And
also,
Anshula never used me also, so I think we were pretty sorted that way. Yeah, I was the big brother. So
yeah, exactly. You're more the protective kind,
Yeah.
Lovely. Have you covered for them?
For whom?
For sisters? For
No,
the...
Anshula never. That's what I said. No, never had to. I don't know. I think when you live in a city like Mumbai, essentially, if you look at it, what happens is there's not so much that you need to hide and all. It's a pretty.
True.
I think mostly it comes down to the safety where girls are concerned.
Yeah.
And I can proudly say it's that environment is, at least in our city, not that troublesome. Of course, I'm sure Janvi Khushi will have their own anecdotes to say, but where Anshula was concerned, I never had to cover up for it.
Yes, Mumbai is relatively safer. Never have I ever lied about my location to sneak out on it. Yeah, sub sneak out questions.
आप लोग की बहुत stress है यार, sneaking out. What is the issue? Shall we speak to your...
Middle class parents, they never allowed us to go anywhere. Yeah, we had to sneak out.
I mean, I actually didn't go anywhere. I was this fat kid who was just happy watching movies at home.
You joined Sonam on our dates.
But that used to be going to like McDonald's in the middle of the evening. That was a very kosher date, to be honest.
Family friendly.
Yeah, it was McDonald's. Also, I got nice dinner out of it. So it was like pretty decent, like home at 9 p.m. in bed and all that.
Yeah.
वो तो school के time पे था. इस उम्र में थोड़ी ना.
But this was all fun.
Again, we're back to serious now?
No. We'll talk about your beautiful characters, Arjun.
Oh, okay.
Yes, let's take that cinematic journey. Let's watch the first scene.
हाथ मत लगाना वरना सच में गोली मार दूंगी।
पहले माफी तो दे दे। इतनी छोटी सी चीज नहीं दे सकती?
आज माफी मांगोगी, कल मेरी मोहब्बत।
हैं?
मेरे घर वाले तुम्हारी जान ले लेंगे, तुम्हारे लोग मेरी।
मेरी गलती तो मुझसे नहीं पैदा हुई।
तुम्हारी काफिर। जाओ, दे माफी।
ओए, प्यार से दे।
Some debut.
So the whole film we shot in Lucknow. This is the only scene we couldn't shoot in Lucknow. So this is Kamalistan Studios. This is the last day of filming.
Lovely.
So if you see the whole film and you see this scene, you can make out our continuity is not the same also. Like my hair and beard was not the same. But yeah, anyways, that's just a trivia I'm giving you all. पता नहीं आपको interest होगा भी या नहीं.
नहीं, we
But
love
this was the
trivia.
last day
We
of
love
shooting.
trivia. That's why we do this.
This was the last day of shooting.
You know, यशराज कॉरिडोर से बहुत टाइम तक मतलब एक देसी छोकरा क्योंकि you know this गाना is also like so popular from the film. बहुत टाइम तक नहीं था, you know, with the beard and everything, that desi
I was
urban
not supposed to dance
swag.
in the song also.
How did that happen
Because
then?
Adi sir and Habib sir didn't know I can dance. So they assumed that I'm not much of a dancer, which I guess came from maybe the fact that I didn't do a regular audition and the regular photos and the, you know, I'm not the chocolate boy next door. So they were designing the song for Chand Baby to dance solo.
Yeah.
So I was like, sir, मैं नहीं हूँ गाने में नाचते हुए.
You suggested so I can dance.
So they said नहीं, तू दादा के साथ बैठ के तूने तो उस दिन जीता है तो तू तो celebrate. I said, but I know how to. तो they said, अच्छा तुझे आता है? I said, हाँ sir, मुझे आता है. So then I rehearsed the whole song because they wanted to see. एक होता है कि confidence में बोल दिया मुझे dance आता है और फिर मतलब you have 2 left feet right after. And I rehearsed with Chini Prakash, the Rekha Chini Prakash for 5 days, 6 days, and I presented the song to Adi sir in the rehearsal hall. And he said, okay, ठीक है. So that's where the confidence to give me that floor step and do all that stuff came in from.
It was a difficult step, yeah? You were bouncing
Yeah,
off
but
the
I'd rehearsed
ground.
that much before. Like that's why, for me, it became so important to prove to them that I can dance because I think that paid dividends in the way the song was shot.
True.
I'm not like that at all.
Yeah.
So I had to really change my psyche to play that role because to enter a girl's bathroom.
वो body language भी अलग
And
है.
he enters and he jumps and he climbs off and then he's holding her. I'd not even met a person like that, to be honest. I didn't know. मेरे social spectrum में वो दुनिया में मौजूद ही नहीं था कोई ऐसा जो मेरे सामने ऐसा behave करे.
And you made the character your own. I think that is how it like.
Yeah, so I didn't believe I could do it in the beginning. I was really struggling with it. But then Habib sir, Adi sir, they believed in me. And then slowly I got the hang of it. I think the physicality played a big role. Like in the film, see, we stand very normally. But if you go up north, there's always this.
हाँ, they're like जानता है मेरा बाप
हाँ,
कौन
there's
है
always,
type.
and there's always a chin up.
हाँ.
क्या हो गया? So I was like, ये कौन सा?
Posture है.
So there's a lot of hip where the projection is.
हाँ.
And I'm used to standing like this. So just this posture gave me a lot of confidence to say, So the smile also came from that Parma's confidence and that whole, उधर क्या पुलिस वाले से भी क्या हो गया boss. So I was like, okay, there's a physicality that changed.
Of course.
And that's so enjoyable to do, but I didn't know all that till I went there. The guy who was driving me around, he used to talk like that. So I just became, then I started enjoying.
The abandon.
Yeah, so if you see the chappal comes out and I walk and then, so it's so much of fun, but I didn't know I could do all that. And that's where, I guess the faith that they had in me, and that's what destiny is. I could have done a city role, regular role. You would have liked me, but I would have never got this kind of film, which is, it's a great film in
Plus
that
your
sense.
chemistry with Parineeti is also so crackling.
Yeah.
I
She was
mean,
terrific. So I was very against her in the film, when the film casting happened. What? Because I was like, ये बहुत बात करती है. वो readings पे आई थी, एक तो खराब reading करती थी बहुत. और वो आज भी बोलेगी ना, उससे कभी भी पूछ लेना, just ask her. Parineeti Chopra does not like doing these workshops and readings. She's a very spontaneous actor, or perhaps she saves it for the set. I don't know what her operation is. तो आई थी और पहले दिन मैंने कुछ जोक क्रैक किया and she looked at me and said, lol.
Lol.
Can you just laugh? It's not a chat, ना आपने lol क्यों बोल दिया? हंस दो. So I used to find her irritating. She used to talk in emojis. And then she was not serious about it. I thought, कि इतनी बड़ी पिक्चर मिली. मैं 6 महीने से वेट कर रहा हूँ कि हमको जोया मिल जाए. जोया आके लॉल कर रही थी. So I was like, ये तो मेरा करियर खत्म हो गया. ये लड़की को कतई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. And she was already doing Ladies vs. Ricky Bell. So I thought, what does she have at stake? I mean, listen, you judge. When I was 24, I was like, I want to make a career here. And मैं रगड़ रहा हूँ 6 महीने से. ये अभी आई है. पहले YRF में काम करती थी, फिर एक पिक्चर कर ली रणवीर सिंह के साथ, तो इसको लगता है कि बहुत बड़ी स्टार बन जाएगी. I was like, कहाँ इसको एक्टिंग आता है? Then when we did a mock shoot, and I have to confess, I was so much in shock that I forgot my lines and my acting, because I almost did a double take. I said, हैं?
ये क्या हुआ?
ये महीने भर से तू स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ रही थी तो बकवास. And then suddenly the camera came on and she has fire in her eyes, So she was terrific in the first mock shoot, and then I was like, हाँ ठीक है कर लेगी, ठीक है. इसको थोड़ा बहुत आता है अपना.
Amazing. चलिए अगला सीन देखते हैं.
From Parineeti to Priyanka.
हो क्या?
हम प्यार करते हैं आपसे.
दोनों. जी.
What a fun love letter to the 70s, 80s.
Yeah, completely. I think the films that we grew up watching, Ranveer, me, Alia, Zafar, I think we just made a homage to pretty much the entire Yashraj filmography of the 70s and 80s almost.
That's true. But the two Babas and the Desi girl you mentioned, like, how did you all get work done? Matlab, I'm assuming ki...
I think the most fun I had on a film set is Gunday, because it was just, we were living the dream. Aditya Chopra was spending shitloads of money for us to pretend to be gangsters. Like who conned him into that? Like we had like 500 ka crowd and 200 dancers, and we were doing Tune Maari entry in the middle of Kolkata. We were shutting down streets. We were on Howrah Bridge with our bike, and it was those wearing those safari suits and gun toting, and every Hindi film lover's dream we were living
Absolutely.
out. And then we had Priyanka Chopra that we were fighting, so it was all worth it. And we had Irfan sir in the film.
Absolutely.
Title role Gunday. I don't know how we got work done, but we did. I think the most amazing part is I made some really solid equations in this film. At the end of the day, you do a lot of work in our profession. Lot of stuff is fluid. It kind of is a surface.
Transient.
These. I mean, I knew Priyanka before. I was an assistant on Salam Ishq, so I know her since then. Ranveer I knew of, but we didn't really have an equation.
This is where the bromance
This is
started.
where the real relationship that goes now. What you see today started from us thawing into, from being, acha, tu ye wala role kar raha hai, main wo wala. Then we kind of realized it doesn't matter. It also helps that we both have been very honest with each other as friends. You know, it's not like sirf kaam ki baat karte. I think we've spoken about life. I think we spent a lot of time together while filming. We both have seen enough ups and downs and spoken to each other in all those moments that you guys have perhaps not seen us. I mean, you guys have seen the more fun side of us and the celebration of brotherhood and friendship and all the yin to my yang and you know, all that okay, ye aisa hai aur ye waisa hai. We've also had a lot of deep-rooted conversations, whether it is the profession, personal life, lots of things. And I think that's what stands the test of time. You know, all the joking comes from a deep-rooted foundation of respect for each other.
Yeah, mutual
I
respect.
love him as an actor. He's the first person who reaches out when I know how much he spoke. He took me aside during Sandeep or Pinky Farah's release when I met him on my birthday. He sat for half an hour and he discussed scenes with me. I know when I've seen Padmavat or Bajirao Mastani, I've picked up the phone for hours, we've spoken. Lots of small things, lots of big things, but I think there's a genuine equation of respect and friendship that's there. That's why the nonsense that we do for y'all is enjoyed.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, because we are not trying to outdo each other, we're not trying to outshine, we're not trying to get attention. We just celebrate what we have.
Yeah.
And it just happens to be that all of you love us together. Kuch logo ki destiny hoti hai that they just
Connect.
fit.
Yeah.
So he saw an interview of mine that day. He was flying out somewhere and he messaged me. So with that kind of friends, you know, football match hoga Chelsea ka ya Arsenal ka. Chelsea ka football match wo dekhta, Arsenal ka match main dekhta, and we message each other. You know? It's just one of those things. I'm a Chelsea fan. He's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
And we still engage about. So I guess the point is there's normalcy in our friendship that goes beyond our profession.
It's not an industry friendship. It's a friendship.
Actually, it's not industry at all because when he'll meet me at a public place, he knows it's a party. There are millions of people to meet. I know that. We can take each other for granted, you know, if we're meeting at those places. It's the in-betweens that are amazing, you know, the sending memes to each other on DM.
You guys send memes to each other?
Of course, everybody does. Yeah. So like, silly stuff, football stuff.
What was the last meme you sent?
Must be about Chelsea or Arsenal now. It's international break. Must be some football-driven stuff.
Lovely. Touch wood.
Yeah.
Chaliye, we'll watch the next scene.
People after this film release wanted to know where this temple is. This temple doesn't exist, it's a set. But people thought it's Mud Island. We shot in Mud Island for 4 days. This is Mud Island. This is not a real.
This is a set.
This is a set. This is a set where we're sitting. That's the Arabian Sea behind you. Behind me, sorry. That's
Talk about dreamy locations.
No, but that's how amazing it is to be able to make cinema come alive when the right technicians come together. The magic. Abhishek Varman, Binod Pradhan, Amrita, the production design, the music, everything just adds to the mystery and that aura of the dream wedding.
The dream wedding.
ये dream wedding Mud Island में हो रही थी. Just by the way.
सारे two states couple को यही गाना चाहिए था. मतलब अपनी शादी में यही बजाना
Mast
था.
Magan has, I think, just transcended a generation where people. Tere sang Sukhi Roti Bhai is that one line that I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
I get a lot of things when I'm tagged on where they're singing, and Mast Magan is a very, I guess, musically rich song in that sense.
Very.
But yeah, the film also, I think it's aging really well. This issue is still relevant. It's never going to go away from our country.
Absolutely.
Also, engineering college, I realized that a lot of people who didn't see a lot of Hindi films, but a lot of people related to this because they've all gone for higher education, had to go through all that and met their partners at that point. The obstacle
The
of
IM crowd, the MBA crowd.
engineering ho, IM ho, wherever. And also the obstacle of fulfilling life together as a couple. You know,
I've
fighting
gone
the
through
odds.
it, I know.
Yeah, so fighting the odds. It's not always your family. Circumstances, किसी की नौकरी कहीं लग गई, किसी की नौकरी कहीं लग गई. The long distance nature of it. The financial implications of dating somebody who, different stratas of life, etc. So I think the film just connected with, at that point also, you know, India was just bursting with this independent thought process of everybody has to be, the startups were getting in, you know, the corporate culture was really strong. 2012, 13, 14 was really a boom in terms of all that.
True, very true.
So I think it just resonated with a lot of people.
It captured that वो sentiment बहुत
हाँ,
अच्छे से capture
और
किया.
कई बार आप पेरेंट्स से नहीं बात कर पाते.
हाँ.
तो I think sometimes a film also gives you a chance to tell people.
कितने अपने पेरेंट्स को ये फिल्म दिखाने लेके गए हैं कि उसी बहाने थोड़ा
I till now
soft
meet
launch.
I till now meet people who turn around and say, "Arey, we are two states." So I'm like, "What do you mean?" No, I am from north, she's from south.
We are two states.
So, or we are reverse two states. so I find that endearing. That means that the film entertain karti hai. That's the first point of a film. But if it's so embedded in your culture, then it resonates for years beyond that film, beyond that release.
Yeah.
Of course, the book was already a success. I think the music helped. I think the casting. We can't underestimate the value of Ronit Roy, Amrita Singh, Revati
You
ma'am.
don't see that cast so often.
Yeah.
It was
And I think we were able to really, I think with Sajan Nadal, Karan Johar backing it, it just came together at that right time where it just exploded at the right time. So
right time, right people.
Forever grateful.
Yeah.
Without Two States, I think my career would be only heading in one direction, which would be doing those slightly more intense, deep-rooted, angsty films.
Yeah.
And nobody had seen me as this, to be fair.
The rom-com guy.
Credit to Abhishek Varman that he saw me as this geek, Krish, and the layers that followed. This is the character that I relate to the most. अगर मैं कभी किसी character से मिलता जो मेरा दोस्त हो सकता, मुझे लगता है क्रिश का दोस्त होता है. Because मेरे तरह, मेरे ख्यालात और उसके ख्यालात भी काफी मिलते जुलते थे उस समय जब मैंने फिल्म की थी. So it's not like I drew from me, but subconsciously there's a lot of me in the film that exists. Apart from the education.
But हम casting की बात कर रहे थे. Like we can't not talk about Alia. I mean the filmography she has had.
But it's okay. It's amazing. Now we can speak about Alia, and I think Alia Bhatt just means
excellence.
Excellence. Okay. I want to tell you a story about Alia. और मुझे पता नहीं है कैसे ज़्यादा लोगों को पता नहीं है बात. जब आलिया भट्ट ने Two States sign की थी, तो there was absolute disdain and hatred for her signing this film on social media.
Really?
Because they said she doesn't look South Indian. She doesn't,
Right.
and Student of the Year had not given her that kind of recognition that perhaps was needed at that point to play a part that was already established. People had read the book, and there were a lot of other big names that were perhaps considered more exciting
Viable.
or more visually relevant also. So if there's ever a bright example of proving that things fall into place if you just keep your head down and work hard. I never heard Alia Bhatt once complain about anything where that was concerned. She came an audition. We did a photo shoot. She did it quietly. There's an image that came out of her in a sari turning around, and that's from that look test. That's the day they all decided that she's the right choice for the role. Film जब shoot हो रही थी ना, highway नहीं लगी थी. उसने highway shoot की Two States के साथ. To be able to shoot highway and Two States at the same time. I was shooting Gunday and Two States at the same time. So जब मैं Gunday shoot करने जाता था, which used to be in Calcutta for 35-40 days, she went to Manali and all to shoot. So we used to keep meeting. We've shot Two States while shooting other films.
In different states, from different states.
She started Humpty Ki Dulhania towards the end, and I started Finding Fanny towards the end. So this is the last bit we shot. So anyways, I'm giving you too much trivia unnecessarily.
No, we love it. We are greedy for
The
it.
point was, Highway released just before Two States. And so did Gunday. And the world's opinion on Alia Bhatt changed completely. And it was one Friday. Before that, people questioned her casting in this film. And after that, she was the ultimate perfect choice.
Yeah.
And it just shows the right director at the right time with the right role just elevated Alia as an actor. And I saw the transition even while shooting Two States. Of course, she was terrific in Two States, but I could see it in her personal growth also. Doing a highway made her much more confident coming on Two States and being able to interpret Ananya.
Yeah.
Because also Krish is more dominant in the film in terms of it's from his point of view. But Ananya's scenes, like there's a scene about the Dahej, wo jo dowry wala scene hai. She's so good in that scene. Good. And that's perhaps her only dramatic beat where she talks a lot.
Emotional.
And we shot that also in Mud Island. But
Mud Island is where magic
the magic
comes
was
alive.
Happening, yeah. People can doubt you, people can question, they can have an opinion, but eventually those same people today consider Alia Bhatt the benchmark, the ISI mark of acting.
ये जाएगा intro में. But very, very rightly said.
डैडी जैसे कोई आगे बढ़ने का सपना नहीं देखेगा, तो तुम मम्मी जैसे हाउसवाइफ बन के घर पे कैसे बैठेगी?
घर बनाना किसी बिजनेस से कम है? It's the biggest bloody art in the world. खुद के लिए कोई सपने नहीं देखने का आर्ट, दूसरों के लिए खुश रहने का आर्ट. My mother was an artist, a great artist. और हर ग्रेट आर्टिस्ट की तरह वो ज्यादा सेंसिटिव भी थी। जल्दी इसीलिए मर गई क्योंकि एक दिन मेरे बाप ने भी तुम्हारी तरह आके कह दिया तुम करती क्या हो, घर पे तो बैठी रहती हो।
Beautiful character. It got.
He's a fun character to play, Kabir.
Yeah.
Again, resonated with me to quite some degree. Yeah.
No, but it got so many things right, and like you said, एक टाइम पे वैसी मूवीज नहीं बन रही थी. People were.
Yeah. At that point, this was, I think, ahead of the curve in the sense. I think thanks to Ayushman a little later, the social messagery films did become very, very important. I think this was the time where these kind of films were not popping, and also I liked what Balki sir did with it. Unhone, he took a sensitive subject and he made it entertaining. So he took away the heaviness of the subject, and masti mazak mein kuch baatein bhul gaye, which perhaps you would have got bored or it would have become preachy. I actually just signed the film on one line, which was every boy grows up wanting to be like their father. What if you met a boy who wants to grow up and be like his mother? And Balki sir said that one line to me, and I showed him my tattoo, which is Ma.
Yeah.
And I said, yaar, aap jab bhi ye film banaoge, main kar lunga. So it's the only film I'd said yes to on one line.
One line.
Then he wrote it, he came back, and the script turned around. I just feel it's a relevant topic even today.
Yes.
मैं कितने लोगों से मिला हूँ, कितने मर्दों से मिला हूँ जो हमें कहते हैं पिक्चर अच्छी भी लगी और आपने क्यों कर दिया, अब हमको घर जाके बर्तन साफ करने पड़ते हैं. Or how many people who met me and said, no, we got to listen to our wives more often. So it's a good thing to create discourse through entertainment.
Sharing the chores, it's like दोनों का घर है यार.
It's also to understand women are allowed to work. What is this thing about allowing them and speaking?
Yeah.
मेरे घर कौन चलाएगा? It's but you got to be able to change your mindset. And I think if you go home driving in the car after and you engage in discourse, like I said,
Conversation.
that's the job the film does.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you कि ये सही है या गलत है, because वो आपकी upbringing, आपका culture, आपके thought processes है, which takes lifetime to change. But if this can start a conversation, and I do feel this film led to a lot of good conversation.
It did normalize, यार, house
Yeah.
husband. Like,
और
why
है
is that
house
such
husband.
why is that such an alien concept? ये on screen हुआ, but off screen also, Arjun, you are this guy. I remember, there was a press interaction with Deepika.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate, because people don't know, boundaries and things like that.
An incident.
You stood up for her and you didn't need to.
I think she
I'm
stood
glad.
up for herself,
Yes,
and she's
absolutely.
an amazing woman
Yeah.
in that accord. I think I just had to go with my culture and my upbringing at that point and stand by her.
Yeah.
Because I'm an actor, I could also voice my opinion, but I support the way she reacted, and my way of showing support was to be next to her. And when there was a camera asking me something, I answered. I think she stood up for herself, and that's how you need to be. That is what feeling empowered is. I don't have to stand up for her. I need to
nobody
stand.
has to come to
I need
save
to
me.
stand with her.
Yeah.
वो फिल्म में थोड़ा अच्छा लगता है कुछ कमर्शियल पिक्चरों में कि physically you're trying to save somebody, but in this situation I think Deepika handled it very well. I think there was a line that was crossed unfortunately, and she handled it really well. And I happened to be there next to her when the cameras were pointing towards us asking certain questions, and the least I can do is stand by her side. I didn't need to stand up for her. She had already done that. I just felt it's the right thing to do is to be there next to her.
Yeah, that really deserves a round of applause. चलिए, we'll watch the next scene.
कहाँ से इंसिडेंट लाए हो यार मुझे?
Homework थोड़ा.
नहीं, but it's damn good. Yeah, it's damn good. So I think what happens is all these things kind of get lost in your head also. वो कब हुआ था finding
Yeah,
when
but
the
it's
success
important
party
to
के
talk about these things.
But you don't do things expecting everything to be remembered.
That's
You
true.
just react. So
Yeah.
it's nice that it's resonated.
Of course. चलो.
वो आग का तूफान.
सड़क छाप गुंडा मत समझ सिंघम, वो आग का तूफान है.
कलयुग है अपनी कलयुग, इस बार रावण जीतेगा.
Loudest cheer has already happened.
I would hope so. It's my biggest hit.
It is,
I'm part
it
of the
is.
biggest hit. Let me recorrect it. It's an ensemble, and I would hate to now becoming
No.
I feel it's my most successful, the film that I'm part of, the most successful, the highest opening, Diwali release, good holiday film to be part of, and this reaction speaks words about a character that perhaps could have completely gone wrong. But whenever I see it, I realize that in my introduction, I guess, in the film, when I was shooting it, I did feel an energy around it, but the way it's translated with the background score, the way he's cut it, the way we shot it, I guess, that introduction only, I don't have a dialogue in my introduction. which when I was shooting, I said, "अच्छा मैं तो बात ही नहीं कर रहा." So it's become a piece where people are talking about the performance.
Yeah.
तो हमने पूरी पिक्चर ही की है जहाँ पे परफॉर्मेंस की बात नहीं होती. And sometimes a 5-minute sequence
Absolutely.
can recalibrate a person's way of seeing your performance. And I just feel Singham Again for me is that introduction will always stay with me, saying even if it's a silent shot, even if it's just an action beat, you don't know how the audience will respond to your character if you do it with sincerity and honesty.
Absolutely.
The koita in the mouth happened on set with him.
Oh, it was not on paper?
No, it was never on paper. No, that's, I mean, thoda bahut happens. Like, even the smile in the end, because we had shot a couple of scenes before, so I knew that he liked the smile, so I reminded him, I said, "Sir, idhar smile kar do, ye marne ke pehle, Shakti Shetty ke naam pe, he said, kar." So I think that Jugalbandi that I experienced with him was because he was welcoming to allow me to make suggestions. He was clear about what he wanted.
You know, Rohit sir was like, अब तो बहुत सारा action हो गया, cop universe हो गया. Now I'm itching to go do a Golmaal
Yeah,
film
I'm also
again.
itching for him to make Golmaal. Like Golmaal 3 is my favorite all time.
Right,
like
we told him the
PUC
same
please.
thing.
Like if Sanjay, DDLJ don't. Like Vijay Shirji and Sanjay Mishra and Johnny Lever Bhoola.
Bhoola.
No, where he says, where he comes celebrating Happy Holi. And then he's saying, Yalla Bashir Eid. So for me, I love that film. I think that was the first time I called him up and I said, "Sir, ek din main aapke sath kaam karna chahta hu." I love the Golmaal series.
Yeah, but wishful thinking thoda. How about like a Golmaal? Like, would you have some Golmaal? Like, if you were in that universe?
See, I said this earlier also. I am always going to maintain this where Rohit sir and Ajay sir and that entire team are concerned. They believed in me at a time where I needed that. I needed that arm around my shoulder. I needed somebody standing by me, and I will never forget that. And I really respect that entire team, all of them. And Rohit sir is a man of his words, and he's done full justice to what he promised me. I would just love to work with all of them again, whether it's Golmaal or whether it's anything else. I really enjoyed working with them, and I feel when destinies align, then why break them? So I'm there. You just continue taking those energies.
And we are here for the fun, so. हमारे लिए तो बल्ले-बल्ले.
I'll be very happy if I'm part of more films with them. I'll be really
Right,
happy.
right. Amazing. What a beautiful journey, guys. Thank you so much, Arjun.
Thanks.
Been such a sport. Game खेलेंगे.
Game खेलेंगे.
हाँ.
आ जाओ.
इससे पहले हम शुरू करें. I need audience से contender. Please.
Oh, so you're not.
No, I'm not playing with you. I'm moderating.
तू क्यों आ रहा है? अभी देखा नहीं तूने? मैं आग का तूफान हूँ.
Easy simple game.
अरे कोयता लाना. नहीं खेलने में आसानी होगा ना. तेरे साथ.
इसमें नहीं जरूरत है.
Flip the bottle का
काय
game
करायचं आहे सांगा.
हाँ, flip करना है bottle और जैसे ही लैंड होता है you have to create a pyramid. Basically एक कप और एक ग्लास when the bottle lands.
फ्लिप मतलब वो वाला फ्लिप.
हाँ, just दिखाओ तो भाई.
तो क्या साथ में करते रहने का? हाँ, नहीं ये मत दिखाओ.
हाँ.
तुम नहीं तो तुम और मैं साथ नहीं देखते क्यों?
1, 2, 3, go. हाँ. अरे
अभी प्रैक्टिस करके रखिए तुमने. हाँ, एक दो गलत भी कर ताकि लगे. एक दो गलती से गलत कर. हाँ, करेक्ट जरा. एक दो गलत और कर. हाँ, अभी वेट कर. अरे इसकी बात वेट कर. अभी साथ में करते चल. जैसे गुंडे में था ना स्लो मोशन में. 1, 2, 3. एक और बार. 1, 2, 3. ए माउशी जी. 1, 2, 3. हाँ, अलाउड नहीं था ये. 1, 2. किसको? मेरे स्किल को, मेरे हुनर को. तू कितना पीछे रह गया?
He's in full danger Lanka mode.
देख एक और. नहीं एक दो छोड़ते ना ताकि करेक्ट लगे. हाँ, एक दो छोड़ते. कर जल्दी बहुत पीछे रह गया. ये मेरी ज्योमेट्री ऐसी थी बचपन से. ये क्या ये तो अरे सॉरी
I think.
अरे कहाँ गया सॉरी सर नहीं सॉरी चलो हो गया मेरा तो
Guys, wrap
हम
करते
जीत
हैं।
गए
But thank you.
well played
Yeah.
it's okay यार तेरा टाइम आएगा
Guys, a big round of applause for Shubham and Arjun. Thank you, sir.
अरे,
Thank you for
class
being
में।
such a
Thank you,
sport.
thank you.
I hope you had fun.
yes I did especially this last game
Yes, yes.
now अभी तुम लोग की पार्टी के लिए ग्लासेस रेडी है क्रिसमस पार्टी के लिए लाल
We'll quickly go get the board signed.
where is the board
आ जाइए, इधर आ जाइए.